Hello, welcome and greetings and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am trying my hand at making chicken and dumplings. I'm already into the mixing and all that good stuff and getting the ingredients and all that stuff, and kind of went ahead and started putting things together. But I recorded it on my GoPro, which should be able to show you the making and the process of the ingredients and adding things and stuff like that. But right now I'm going to show you what my broth and stuff looks like. So here we go. Gotta get a towel. Look at there. So that in there is my broth, my seasonings, and my chicken. Mixed vegetables. I added mixed vegetables. It said carrots and broccoli ribs, but I was like, screw that. Celery ribs. I was like, I'm just gonna put in some mixed vegetables, and that's what I got going on right there. And letting that get to a boil. And now I'm getting ready to cut up my Pillsbury biscuits, buttermilk biscuits at that, and then add that. And I'm also making some cornbread. So see if I can set you up to be a part of this process. Got my cake pan. Getting ready to roll up my cornbread. I would make it on the stove like Pop used to make it. However, I'm just gonna whip it up. Hit again! Alright, let's get the cornbread going. Got milk in there. Like Cherish Childs used to say, you always want to have a glass of wine when you're cooking. And I even put a little Hennessy in my chicken broth just to get it going. Alright, yeah, I'm picking it up. And I'm a person who likes to cook and clean at the same time. So therefore, when you get done cooking, all you gotta do is sit down and eat. And when you get done cooking, all you gotta do is load the dishwasher or get done eating. Alright, that's going pretty good. Alright. Yeah. Now I know these is probably some soggy muffins. However, I'm gonna try it out and put them in this little muffin maker and hope that they turn out, because my battery is running. Okay. Now let's pour that in there. Took home ec for like a season, and the only reason why I took home ec was because you got to eat something. But some friends and I, before we had home ec, went through home ec and realized what home ec was all about. Had a bag, came out with some sausage, the makings of a pizza. Okay, yeah. Cooking clean, that's the rule. Yeah. Alright, so I'm preheating my oven. Just made my Jiffy Mix cornbread. I didn't do it like Dad does, but I'm doing it back like I don't trying to make it so I don't burn it, but I don't want to pick the pot up either. So here, see that? Those are my cornbreads right there. Okay, I'm gonna get you over here to check out my chicken broth and mixins. Oops, cancel. All right, there we go. Look at that. Now I'm gonna have to stir it. And it says to turn on to low. This is my version of chicken dumplings. Even put in some hot sauce and some Hennessy in there. Okay, so I'm gonna get that. Now, it's time to cut up some chicken. And I'm gonna take my, put these over here. So that oven says, okay, it's preheated. So, now it says to take my Pillsbury's. Okay, got my Pillsbury right here. And it says that I'm supposed to cut it up. So I'm gonna cut it up. I remember the lady said cut it into 4 and then cut those 4 into 8. So I'm gonna try that out. Remember back in the day when you open these things, they used to go. That was the funnest part. Nowadays, they don't even do that. They don't make people like they used to. Yeah, they used to do that back in the day. Alright. So, you take this, cut it into 4, and then you cut it into 8. Shoot! Let's get this out. Let's get that out, get that out, get that out, get that out, get that out. That out, and that out. And I was gonna make some mac and cheese on the side, but then I was like, wow, there's a lot of carbs going on here, so why are we gonna do mac and cheese? Instead of that, I'll just make some cornbread. So, I'm gonna show you my patties right now. My Pillsbury buttermilk. And you go from that to that. Now, if you want your dumplings that size, that's cool. And then from that to that to that. I remember when I was a young kid, I was cooking with my mom one day and she had me like cut up some onions. And man, I was over there cutting those onions for a good while. And she's like, are you almost done cutting those onions? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. Because I was cutting these onions. And I was cutting those onions until they were like diced. Because I don't know what it was, but I was just... At that time, I was infatuated with like cutting and being in the kitchen and hooking up and cooking with moms and stuff. So now I gotta cut up the next ones, cut into 2, cut into 4, and then cut those 4 into 8. 2, 2. So then those all go over here, move them out the way. 2, that one, and these 2. Or you can ball them up and make, ball dumplings and stuff like that. You can wrap the chicken up in these things. 2, and this is these buttermilk biscuits, Southern style. 2, 4, 4. There we go. And those ones. 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay, got that going on right there. And get these cut up too. They always do that still freeze photography. It's like they show it to you, and then by the time they're already cut up in like split seconds, but this actually takes a couple minutes. I like real time, because that keeps you in the real knowing of what you're about to be enjoying, because it takes time to build a work of art, in less than a blink of an eye to destroy it. So, take your time. Patience is love. Love is patience. And I love being in the kitchen, cooking. Got my music going on. Alright. So I got 2 more patties to go, and this is where you get to say, okay, time to take a sip of wine. So, sip. So we sip. Alright. Set that down. Yeah, and kitchen is another way of also sharing culture. It's great. It's good communication. It helps bring people together. The people in the kitchen communicate with one another. The people outside waiting to eat communicate. They all come together at one dining area. May not be at the same table, but under the same roof. Alright, cut those. Whoop, starting to get a little warm. And cut those. And cut those. And cut those. And here's a little helpful hint. I'm not sure if you already do this or not, but if you ain't seen the kitchen or the bathroom of where the food is coming from that you're about to digest, don't eat it. Always look at the kitchen, look at the bathroom, and then look at the person and look at their nails. Look at their teeth. And look at their body odor. If it makes your face scrunch up, don't eat it. And also, when you're looking in the bathroom and stuff like that, don't be afraid to lift up some shit. Look under the rug. Sometimes people get lazy. All right, so here we go. Now I'm about to show you how I cut them up. Okay, those are my chicken dumplings. My dumplings right there. And I'm gonna bring them over here to my broth that's boiling. Boy, that's really boiling. Yeah, that's boiling. And I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I put a spoon of peanut butter in there. Yeah. Okay, so I got that. I'm gonna have to set this phone down because when I was 16 years old, I actually burnt my foot on a pot of water that was boiling a little bit more than this. And it wasn't good. However, I did heal good without any skin graft or anything like that. Alright, so now I'm taking my dumplings, and you take the dumplings and you pour them into, I don't want to impersonate Bill Cosby, my bad. And you pour them into your broth, your mix, and all that. Go ahead, just drop them in there, like that. Just drop them in there. Alright. And I'm going to show you how it looks now that I laid them in there. This is cool. This is so cool. Okay, look at that. I made this. And then you want to stir it without looking at the camera, but stir it looking at the pot. Yeah, got my chicken breast. I went over to Cub Food and got a roasted chicken. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna have to stop stirring with this spatula and quit playing. Now I got some wood. There we go. Get that in there. Yeah, get them dumplings under there. Yeah. See that? I think I had dumplings like when I was a kid. I'm not really sure. I remember eating them though. I remember they was good, but they were little balls or something like that. Maybe this is how it was. And Pillsbury wasn't the stuff we used. Grandma and Mama made them out of their own flour batter. And I remember sitting there and I used to like say, can you poke a hole in it? Poke a hole in it, make a little dimple in the biscuits. And so my grandma and my mom used to make dimples in the biscuits for me. And I remember when I was a kid, I'm gonna show you another one. When I was a little kid living off of Elliott Avenue, man, I was so greedy. I wasn't greedy, I just liked to eat a lot. And I always ate bread. And so one day my mom was like, okay, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna make something for you. So she made up some biscuits, took that Bisquick, took the whole box and made up the whole box of biscuits. And then she took the biscuits and some syrup. She took that box of biscuits and syrup and sat me down at the table and said, here, eat. I sat there, excuse my French because I'm about to go parlez-vous français on you, but I forked them up. I tore those biscuits up, man. I tell you, my mom sat there and she watched me eat those biscuits and she thought I was gonna be full. And I was looking for some more. And all that good stuff. And so she was like, it had a reverse effect on her. She thought I wasn't gonna be hungry, but man, she made my favorite. And when you're eating your favorite, you just don't get full. And all that good stuff. But I tore those biscuits up, and I'm glad I was able to share that story with you. And now I'm about to take you over here to look at my, oh, I gotta make sure I keep an eye on the stove. Okay, at 8:30. 8:30 is when I put them on, so I think I gotta cook them for a while. Hang on, let's check it out. Wow. You're gonna have to mix that up, occasionally stir. You want that broth to soak into those dumplings. Okay. Now I'm gonna tune out for a little bit. I'm gonna let this do what it's gotta do. What it's gonna do. And then I'm gonna come back at y'all. Alright? Until then, sip and namaste. I'm about to put my biscuits in the my cornbread in the oven too. I'll talk to y'all in about a half.